Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, we're going to get into the jobs numbers. It could really move the market. I am starting to record this for those of you that are watching it later. I am starting this in the pre-markets. As you could see, the pre-markets, the Dow is up 100, the S&P and the NASDAQ, they are all positive after a sell-off on Thursday. Okay, so let's get right into the job numbers. And before you do that, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. I know I'm looking like this. Please forgive me. I am headed to the barbershop, and you don't want to see this hair this morning. All right, let's get into these job numbers. These are the numbers that we're looking for. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a listen.
A hotter print could potentially cause the Fed to push off that first rate cut. Still, the market very optimistic that we could see that first rate cut come in June. But if we do get a hotter than expected print on wages, that, of course, could cause the Fed to delay just a bit. What we are expecting to see on that month-over-month basis is a climb of 0.3%. So that would certainly be an uptick from what we saw last month, where we got a rise of just about 0.1%. So wage growth is still running hot. We haven't seen much really relief there, or as much as the Fed probably would like to see at this point. And again, ahead of this print, right, you have futures looks like on track to open the day higher, although all of that could change in just about 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's been interesting here, especially with some of the Fed speak that we've gotten over the course of this week. The market's lingering on every word of some of these Fed presidents who have come out and signaled where their inclination will be to lend their voice into this debate, into this conversation for the policy decision in the next meeting as well here.
And as we get the jobs print, wow, another hot number here for the month, 303,000 jobs added to the U.S. economy. Again, the expectation was for 214,000, so a beat by another wide margin. We're seeing that reaction right away in the futures market, coming off the highs there just a bit, and now we're actually moving back to the upside here. But again, that headline number, 303,000, unemployment rate ticking down 0.1% from the prior reading at 3.8%. That was in line with the street's expectations. Wages, hourly wages on a month-over-month basis, coming in line with expectations of gain of 0.3%. The year-over-year change, or growth, I should say, is 4.1%. That's a bit lower, bit softer growth than what we saw last month of 4.3%. And again, when you take a look at some of the revisions here, which we know are so critical at this time, it looks like last month the jobs gain that we got was revised slightly lower, 270,000 there. The initial rating was 275,000 last month. But again, the headline number this month, once again, is showing the fact that the labor market remains extremely resilient and too strong, I think many people would say, for the Fed's liking at this point.
Yeah, I'm looking through some of the additional data where the job gains occurred most. Healthcare, government, construction, some of those sectors we're going to be breaking down as well with our team of reporters, our newsroom, all across this right now. Buzzing. It's in a stir at this point in time. And one of the people standing by in that newsroom, we've got Jared Blickery as well here, Yahoo Finance's own, standing by at the Wi-Fi Interact.
So we could see a little hotter than expected. Let's see what's going on. The job report, actually, the jobs are showing that they are resilient. Okay, and let's see what the Fed is thinking now. All right, I believe they'll probably be more like 2 interest rate cuts rather than 3. Fewer later. Okay, but I don't think this is really, I don't think the market will have an over knee-jerk reaction. As we can see right now, we're still in the pre-markets, good people. As you can see now, the Dow is positive 93, so mostly unchanged, as you could see, mostly unchanged. Remember, it's Friday, and on Fridays, the market tend to do this yo-yo reaction, even though we are positive now in the pre-markets. As you could see, the Dow 94, S&P. As we can see that this is green, it could be red by closing bell. So be careful on your long positions, okay? So be very careful. As we could see, look at that. Jumped right back up, Dow 100, S&P 18 points, and a NASDAQ 72 points. So let's see. Remember, the first 2 hours of the market is usually the most volatile. That's every day, okay? Followed by the last half hour of the market. So be careful midday today is what I'm going to say to you guys. So here's why the stock market sold off on Thursday. If you can read here, all three major averages reversed strongly midday again after Minnesota Fed President Neal, suggested that the Fed may not cut. This is what sold the market off. May not cut interest rates this year if inflation progresses or stalls. Okay, or progress stalls. So here's why the stock market sold off on Thursday. Okay, I know that there was a lot of reports. One was, about cybersecurity. There is a threat, even within the next 48 hours, an attack on a country. I don't even want to say it now because I don't want this to be turned political. And so that's the fears that's going on in the market. And so we're on heightened alert. But this was the true story. If you see when he spoke, what actually happened, that's what sold the market off on Thursday. Let's take a look at some cybersecurity plays. Okay, so we have Palo Alto, which we know is one of Nancy Pelosi plays. She has a far out option on this stock. I want you to look at this stock yourself. It's very expensive to buy. It's not that expensive compared to bigger stock, but keep an eye out on cybersecurity stock. So this is one I want you to keep your eye on, PANW. If you do buy, I would say buy on red days, okay? And another one that I am accumulating just the stock, no options, is Palantir, PLTR. I've been accumulating Palantir and just been buying chunks of it. I don't have any option plays on it at this time, but that may change. But I have just been buying plenty of Palantir. When I kind of dollar cost average on it, but when it is beat down really bad on red days, I buy bigger blocks of it. Okay, so not spending all of the house's money, just buying it. Even though this stock is $22.48 at this time, I believe that this could be a $100 stock. I believe that this stock could 4X as soon as the end of 2025 into Q1 of 2026. So I want you guys to put Palantir, on your radar. I know it was hot back in the day, but it still has some steam. Okay, so I don't know. I can't predict the future, but all I could say is if, and that's a big fat if they get just the right size government contracts, this stock could soar. And so I'm just adding, I've been adding for the last year or so, and I'm just buying on red days because of the heightened alerts of wars and rumors of wars, like the Bible says. I believe that cybersecurity is a big one. And if that stock is not for you for any personal or moral or religious reasons, then just don't buy it. But we are going to talk about it here. I'm being transparent. I do own it. All right. So let me get to the barber so I can take this goofy looking hat off with this large cranium called a head I have. All right. Hey, good people, make sure that you check out 2 links below. Number 1, Mumu. I have a new program going on. As you could see, we have fractional shares now. Now, Mumu has fractional shares now, right? And they're going to reward all of the new open accounts with the Magnificent 7. You're going to get fractional shares, okay? So now, soon as you open up a new account, you will automatically have fractional shares. For those of us that have already have the app, some of us get it now, but by the end of the month, actually by the mid-month, everyone should have fractional shares. So they're just kind of rolling it out. So by the end of the month, everyone should have fractional shares. And then lastly, stock up you if you really want to earn, should I say learn and earn with the stock market and with crypto, then this will be the top link below. Stock up you, come and join the family. Thousands of us making money, learning and earning for the rest of our life. Okay. All right. Wanted to get this out to you early, and we may see you this evening and talk more about crypto. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Have a blessed day and a wonderful weekend.